Welcome to the Football Pulse, your home for the latest football transfer rumors, confirmed deals, breaking news, and everything happening in the world of football. Subscribe and stay ahead of the game. So let's jump right into it and get started. Kylian Mbappe has claimed he is Real Madrid's fourth-choice forward, after coming off the bench to a chorus of boos during the club's 2-0 win over Real Oviedo on Thursday evening. Mbappe was returning from a hamstring injury after missing the Clásico defeat on Sunday, which ultimately secured the La Liga title for arch-rivals Barcelona, and came off the bench midway through the second period for homegrown forward Gonzalo Garcia, who had started and scored alongside Vinicius Jr. and Franco Mastantuono. Mbappe has been the subject of much anger from Real Madrid fans, and become something of a scapegoat, with the club enduring a second consecutive season without silverware. Bruno Fernandes admits he wanted Declan Rice to sign for Manchester United before the England midfielder joined Arsenal from West Ham. Rice signed for Arsenal for a club record £105 million back in 2023 and has since been an integral part of Mikel Arteta's side as the Gunners vie for their first league title since 2004. This season, especially, with Arsenal currently closing in on the league title, Rice has been one of the league's outstanding players. But Fernandes, who has 8 goals and is one behind Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne's record of 20 assists in a single Premier League season, pipped Rice to the Football Writers Association Footballer of the Year award. According to the latest reports from Mundo Deportivo, João Pedro dreams of joining Barcelona, but it will be difficult to sign him for a transfer fee less than €100 million. It is reported that João Pedro grew up watching his compatriots achieve great success at Barcelona: Ronaldinho, Neymar, and Rafinha. He has a special affection for Barcelona and yearns for the opportunity to wear the Barcelona jersey. However, Chelsea will not let him go easily. They spent about €65 million to sign him last July. At Chelsea, he is currently considered the best player in the team, but the problem is that there is no release clause in his contract. Sources close to the player believe that it will be difficult for him to leave Chelsea for a transfer fee less than €100 million, although they clearly stated that João Pedro wants to play in the Champions League next season, and staying at Chelsea cannot achieve this goal. According to renowned journalist Romano, Senesi, who is set to leave AFC Bournemouth as a free agent, hopes to remain in the Premier League. AFC Bournemouth officially announced that Argentine international Senesi would leave the team as a free agent at the end of the season. Romano pointed out that Senesi's intention has not changed since December last year. He wants to stay in the Premier League but wants to play for a different club. The 29-year-old Senesi regained his starting position after Huson's departure. This season, he started all 35 appearances for AFC Bournemouth and, as a centre-back, contributed 5 assists, demonstrating impressive passing ability. According to famous journalist Romano, Lewandowski has not reached an agreement with Al Hilal on personal terms. According to Romano, despite reports that Lewandowski and Al Hilal had made progress on a transfer, the two parties have not actually reached an agreement on personal terms. It is reported that Lewandowski has received multiple offers from teams in the Saudi League, MLS, and other leagues, but he is still considering his future. According to earlier reports from Sport, Lewandowski is getting closer to joining Saudi Arabia and is expected to make a decision before this week's match against Betis. The world was sitting at Levi Colwill's feet. Literally, in a sense. The Club World Cup trophy was on the floor in front of him, and Chelsea's central defender was crouching down, posing for a picture with an England flag draped over his shoulders. Then it happened. The ACL, 3 letters that no footballer ever wishes to hear because the anterior cruciate ligament is immediately associated with seasons ending. It is only because Colwill's injury occurred so long ago, on the first day of pre-season training at Cobham, 3 weeks after beating Paris Saint-Germain to become a world champion last summer, that he has returned in time to try to help Chelsea lift another trophy in the FA Cup. According to Tutto Mercato, Newcastle United has put Tonali on the transfer market. Having failed to qualify for the Champions League and with significant spending in the 2025 summer transfer window, the club needs to sell players to comply with financial fair play and Premier League rules. Newcastle values Tonali at least €100 million. The report indicates that Newcastle United needs to sell some players due to pressure from financial fair play and Premier League rules. The team failed to qualify for the Champions League and also invested heavily in the 2025 summer transfer window, CEST, which brought about squad upheaval and some disappointing situations, such as Walter May possibly leaving England. According to Marca, November 15th holds special significance for Hans Flick. Exactly 1 year ago, he led Barcelona to his first La Liga title as Barcelona's coach, and this Friday, the club also commemorated the occasion with a post and images on social media. Barcelona is experiencing an exceptionally emotional week. Last Sunday, the team defeated Real Madrid in El Clasico at Spotify Camp Nou, thereby securing the league title prematurely. On Monday afternoon local time, the team held a championship parade, with the procession moving through the streets of the Catalan capital for nearly 5 hours, amidst an extremely fervent atmosphere. The article states that Barcelona also took the opportunity to look back at their La Liga title win a year ago, also on November 15, when they defeated Espanyol in the Catalan derby and celebrated the championship in the locker room at the RCDE stadium. That title was also Flick's first league title since taking over as Barcelona's coach. Belgium announced squad list for 2026 World Cup. Lukaku and De Bruyne led, Doku and Courtois in. According to Tuttosport, the controversy in Spain surrounding Florentino's recent remarks has not subsided. Spanish referees, through their union, have issued a statement demanding that the competition committee initiate disciplinary proceedings against the Real Madrid president, requesting him to cease such remarks, compensate for moral and reputational damages, and for the club to issue a public correction and apology. The report points out that Florentino recently made a series of offensive statements involving Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and referees, which are also seen as public relations maneuvers related to the club presidential elections. Earlier, Barca interim president Rafa Yusta had responded, while Atletico Madrid president Cerezo expressed himself in a more restrained manner, and the referees chose a strong stance. Thanks for watching. For more football news, transfer updates, and match reactions, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one.